Hi there, my name is Kelly Goff. I'm a columnist with the Daily Beast, and I'm here on the third and final day of the Women in the World Summit 2014. And I am so thrilled to be joined by Sally Hazelgrove and Curtis Williams, who just appeared on a panel here at the summit. We're sitting here in the Toyota Solutions studio to talk about the wonderful work that they do with the Crushers Club. So first of all, start by telling everyone what the Crushers Club is.
Sure. The Crushers Club is a youth-operated organization grounded in the principles of love, discipline, respect, and ownership. And it was created in response to the epidemic of young men dying on the streets of Inglewood and also entering the juvenile justice system.
So I have to ask, how'd you pick the name the Crushers Club?
Well, because we use boxing as our primary platform and activity, you know, you want to have a name, number one, that kind of shows that you have a lot of brawn, but as well, it was more about, I want to crush the negative forces in Inglewood. And we do kind of feel like we're in a war out there. So for us, when you're at war, you have to, you know, really pump yourself up. So the Inglewood Crushers was a name that the boys could be proud of, and that continues to kind of inspire all of us that, you know, good will overcome evil.
So not to sound too trite, but it seems to me a little bit of what you're saying is that there are a lot of great organizations, but, you know, perhaps an organization that has, you know, sunshine, rainbows, and kitties in the title or in the logo might not be as appealing to some, you know, young men, right?
Yes.
Even if it means well and it's a great organization, right?
And we target the highest risk boys. We target boys that are already engaged in gang activity. And our job is to accept them as they are when they come to us, which might be cursing, disrespectful, smoking, a lot of gang activity. And we first, you know, show that unconditional love to bring them to where we want them to be. And as we hook them, as I say, with the boxing, then we start putting higher and higher expectations on them.
So Curtis, talk about your role with the Crushers Club.
My role is to make sure everyone signed in and signed out and they doing their job. I take notes on them, good or bad, and make sure the kids is in there having fun and to love them like I love my own.
So what has the Crushers Club meant to your life?
It been good to me. It kept me off the streets, which Sally was trying to do that when I was young, but I lost in touch with her. But it's just been there for me, helping me take care of my bills that he's doing negative stuff to take care of, and I just been maintaining.
So and so I'm so glad you mentioned how you two met when you were younger. Tell everyone, whichever one of you would like to tell the story of how you actually connected.
Sure. Well, I first met Curtis at the Evening Reporting Center, where I was advocating in juvenile court on a volunteer basis. That was about almost 15 years ago. And Curtis was a young man that I just immediately fell in love with. And so I started bringing him up to my house for the weekends. But as he said, as the years passed and we lost touch, he had gotten shot a number of times. And when they told me, they made me think he had died. And so I cried and, you know, more resolved than ever to build something to not lose any more young men. But then our paths crossed, and I was kind of shocked because I said, you know, I thought you were dead. And we've been together really ever since. You know, we had quickly seen each other about 2 years ago, but I was very busy. I was grassroots in the streets doing this program and building this organization. And then our paths crossed, and I hired him about a year ago. And, you know, I see him growing, and it was a gift from God for me to get one of them back from when they were young.
That must sound nice to hear, just for someone to call you a gift from God.
He is.
Well, so, you know, the president recently launched this initiative to focus on at-risk black boys, but also I think really some of the most vulnerable.
Yes.
But I think there tends to be this tendency in our culture often to say, not my kid, not my problem. What do you say to the people who have this attitude, like, I take care of my own kids, I don't have time to focus on someone else's?
I guess I say shame on you, because if God is in us, regardless of religion, you know, every child, they say, belongs to God, so every child belongs to all of us. And I don't expect people to come out to Inglewood and move out there like I did. This is my personal life calling. But I do expect everybody to help that can. You know, even $5, $10, $20 can make a difference. I mean, I'm going to be honest, you know, we're struggling a little bit financially, but I took a huge cut in my own pay, and as long as we keep we have 16 boys, as I said, on the payroll, as long as we keep them employed And you know, $50 goes to 1 week of pay for our youth. And also, I want everyone to know we W-9 them. So we get our youth, we want them to know what it's like to pay taxes. We don't want them to become adults and, you know, they've been maybe making cash and all of a sudden they decide, oh, I'm going to go back to the cash because the government's taking all my money.
Right.
It's like we all pay taxes. So I just feel like everyone, if they can, should try to do something, you know, to make a difference and help us. And because we do need help. We have a vision and a plan and an executive coach, and you know, we have a scalable model. But you know, we do need funding.
So tell people how they can help your organization. Tell them how they.
Sure. Everybody can go to our website, which is www.crushersclub.org. We have a donate page on that. As well, we have a text to give campaign, which is only $5 if you text 501-501 to the word Crushers, and that's a $5 gift that we feel will help save a life. Our vision is to get 500,000 people to give us $5 each, which would give us $2.5 million, and we could continue on our business plans to open a family restaurant in Inglewood. We have no sit-down restaurants in Inglewood.
Wow.
We have nowhere with dignity. And it's just, we deserve it, you know, and my children deserve it. And not only my birth children, but all these children that are mine. Like everyone else gets to go to a place where you feel dignity. All of our restaurants, they have plastic up like we're already incarcerated. Do you know what I mean? It's rather demeaning. And the message it sends, like, you're not trustworthy as a child. I need to separate myself from you with this plexiglass. And I just want more dignity for them. So we decided we'll do it ourselves. Everything is we employ youth. And so we have a dream of changing Inglewood and saving all the boys and all the girls. And that's our plan, and that's our mission, and that's how we scale up. The boys are the ones that are going to save all the children. And I'm the architect designing it for them.
Well, thanks so much for joining us here in the Toyota Solutions studio today. My name is Kelly Goff, and again, I've been joined by Curtis Williams and Sally Hazelgrove, who are doing extraordinary work with the Crushers Club. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you so much.